So in the activated complex theory, this theory is also known as the transition state theory or the theory of absolute reaction rate. This theory was given by Irings, okay? And according to this theory, the reactant molecules must come together to form an arrangement of atom or a molecule that facilitates the formation of the product, okay? So for the formation of the product, the reactant molecules must collide with each other, they must come together, okay? So during this process, during this activated complex process, there is a collision between the high energy molecules, okay? And this high energy molecules overcomes the forces of repulsion. And this overcoming of the forces of repulsion results into the formation of an unstable molecule that is known as the activated complex, okay? So in the last class, जैसे हम लोगों ने collision theory discuss करी थी, and in the collision theory we have seen that there is an energy barrier, okay, threshold energy, and the molecule which is converted into the product crosses the threshold energy barrier, and after that the reactant molecule reacts with each other, they collide with each other, reaches up to a level of threshold energy or the energy barrier, they crosses the energy barrier, and after that they start converting into the product, okay? So at the energy barrier or at the threshold energy, the reactant molecules forms an unstable molecule species, and that unstable molecular species is known as the activated complex, or it is also known as the intermediate complex. Intermediate complex का मतलब क्या हो गया कि the intermediate species which is formed during the reaction. During the reaction means the reactant is converted into the product, but before formation of the product, the reactant is converted to intermediate species or the activated species, which is which are highly activated, and they have the highest energy among the reactant, product, and the intermediate species, okay? So this activated complex is in equilibrium with the reactant molecule, and the activated complex is generally unstable in nature, but it is considered to be a definite molecule with an independent identity here. So the activated complex has the independent identity, and in each and every reaction the activated complex is formed, okay? So here see, the reactant molecule is first converted into the activated complex and it is in equilibrium. Now equilibrium means यहाँ पर जो हमारे reactant molecules हैं, forward reaction में they are converted into the activated complex, and further this activated complex is converted into the product. But due to certain reason, the activated complex is, if the activated complex is unable to convert into the product, that they again convert into the reactant molecule. कभी कभी क्या होता है in a reaction, जो भी activated complex intermediate species का formation होता है, if that species doesn't have enough energy, then the activated complex is not converted into the product, ठीक है? तो उस केस में जब activated complex product में convert नहीं होता है, the activated complex जो है, it reverse back and it is again converted into the reactant, okay? So there is a equilibrium state between the reactant molecule and between the activated complex. So see the example. Suppose we have a reactant A and B, they react and they form the product, okay? So during this reaction, the reactant molecule come closer and the system energy goes up, okay, and they reaches a maximum level. तो जहां पर हमारा system energy maximum हो जाता है, उस केस में there is an state of the transition, there is a transition state. Transition state means intermediate state, intermediate condition where the reactant is start converting into the product, and there is an rearrangement of atoms and molecules corresponding to this energy, okay? So rearrangement means, rearrangement का मतलब क्या हो गया कि old bond break होते हैं, the bond which is present in a reactant molecule start breaking and new bond starts forming. ये condition कहाँ आती है? this condition occurs at the transition state. Okay, so there is an energy level of the transition state is highest. जैसे मैंने पहले भी डिस्कस किया था कि जो ट्रांजिशन स्टेट होता है, एक्टिवेटेड कॉम्प्लेक्स कंडीशन होती है, स्टेट होता है, उस केस में एनर्जी लेवल जो होगी दैट विल बी मैक्सिमम. तो यहाँ पर मैक्सिमम एनर्जी मींस द ट्रांजिशन स्टेट की एनर्जी होती है इट इज ग्रेटर देन द रिएक्टेंट मॉलिक्यूल एंड द प्रोडक्ट मॉलिक्यूल. ओके, तो जब ज्यादा एनर्जी होगी इट मींस वो जो पर्टिकुलर मॉलिक्यूल होगा, पर्टिकुलर स्टेट होगा, स्पीशीज होगी, दैट स्पीशीज बिकम अनस्टेबल इन नेचर. And when there is decrease in the energy, the transition state breaks up and it converts into the product. Okay, so let's see the example. There is a formation of, there is a bromomethane, and this bromomethane reacts with the HCl. At the intermediate condition, the bond which is present between the HCl, hydrogen and the chlorine start breaking, and this chlorine atom starts attaching itself to the bromine. जो लास्ट पीडीएफ है बेटा उसमें लास्ट में दिया हुआ है. मूव टू द लास्ट पीडीएफ रवीश गौतम. So in this case, yeah, at the bottom it is given. So during the formation of the chloromethane, the chlorine starts forming a bond with the carbon atom, and the bond between the carbon and the hydrogen starts breaking. Okay, so ये जो हमारी condition होती है, this condition is the activated state or the transition state. And at the end, when the product is formed, the bond between the carbon and the bromine is completely broken, and there is a formation of new bond between the carbon and the chlorine. Okay, so the formation of the bromomethane, chloromethane takes place by the reaction between the bromomethane and the HCl. Okay, now see the graph. At the last, the graph is given. Now in the graph there is a reaction coordinate, and at the bottom there is an activated complex. Okay, so activated complex means the energy barrier state or the threshold energy state where the reactant molecule is start converting into the product, and it is the maximum energy. The activated complex has the maximum energy. Okay, and its energy is higher than the reactant molecule and the product molecule. इतना clear है आप लोगों का? So each and every reaction there is a transition state. ठीक है, कोई भी reaction जो होगी सब reactions में transition state present होता है, and there is a formation of the activated complex. Okay, so this is the theory for the activated complex. And so all these are the theories of the reaction rate or the now after this theories of the reaction rate, next we comes to the complex reaction. रविश बेटा आज की पीडीएफ ओपन करना जो मैंने आज आप लोगों को सेंड किया है. तो अभी तक जो हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था that were the quite simple reactions. Okay, and what about the complex reaction? That is the reaction taking place in 2 steps, in 3 steps, या कुछ reactions में side reactions भी occur होते हैं, है ना. ऐसे reactions के अगर हमें kinetics study करना है, ऐसे reactions के अगर हमें order rate constant की value find out करना है, then we have a concept of steady state principle. Okay, so in many reactions, side reactions also takes place along with the main reaction. Main reaction means where the main product is formed, and along with the formation of the main product, some side products are also formed, which is present in very minute quantity. ठीक है, now ऐसे reactions के लिए we have a concept of steady state principle, and generally जो भी हमारे complex reactions होते हैं, that complex reactions are not completed in a single step. They are completed in a multiple steps. Okay, so in these cases generally the rate law is inconsistent with the stoichiometric equation for the reactions. जो भी हमारे पास stoichiometric equations available हैं, in that stoichiometric equation the rate law is not same. Okay, it is not according to the according to the concept, and this rate law does not stay same throughout the reaction. So कोई भी रिएक्शन अगर हो रही है वहां पर हमारे पास कॉम्प्लेक्स रिएक्शन है, मल्टीपल स्टेप्स हैं, and along with the multiple steps the large number of products are also formed. ठीक है, there is a main product और इस main product के साथ कुछ सब products का formation भी होता है. तो ऐसे reactions के लिए जो rate law होता है, that rate law is not constant throughout the reaction. So such type of reaction is studied, and the kinetics of such reactions are derived by using the steady state principle. And in the steady state principles, generally in such reactions, the concentration of some intermediate grows up due to the some reactions, and the concentration of intermediate also falls down due to some other reactions. ठीक है, जैसे मल्टीपल स्टेप्स हैं, तो मल्टीपल स्टेप में क्या है, इंटरमीडिएट का फॉर्मेशन होता है. जैसे अभी हमने ट्रांजिशन स्टेट थ्योरी में डिस्कस किया था कि देयर इज अ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द ट्रांजिशन स्पीशीज और एक्टिवेटेड कॉम्प्लेक्स. ठीक है, तो ये जो हमारे एक्टिवेटेड कॉम्प्लेक्स का फॉर्मेशन होता है, जैसे कोई रिएक्शन हमारे 2 to 3 स्टेप्स में आकर हो रहे हैं. जैसे रिएक्शन ए है, रिएक्शन ए इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू प्रोडक्ट बी, देन बी इज अगेन reacting and it is converted into the product C. तो यहाँ पर हमारा क्या है, B is an intermediate which is formed by the reaction of A, and then B जो है it is converted into the product C. तो इसका मतलब क्या है, एक रिएक्शन में B जो है it is working is acting as a product, and in another reaction the B is acting as a reactant. ठीक है, तो ये जो हमारा B होगा, this B is an intermediate. So in some reaction the intermediate is growing up. grow कब करेगा, when it is considered as a product. जब intermediate जो है product की तरह considered होगा तो उसकी concentration amount grow करेगी. and when the intermediate is considered as a reactant, उसकी amount कम होगी, decrease करेगी. यानी कि there is a formation of the intermediate and there is a disappearance of the intermediate. ठीक है, तो ऐसी conditions के लिए we have a mathematical derivation, that is when the intermediate grows up in some reactions and when the intermediate's concentration decreases in some other reactions, and finally the concentration attains a fixed value. So at this stage the rate of formation of the intermediate and the rate of disappearance of the intermediate are equal. ठीक है, तो एक कंडीशन ऐसी आएगी कि जितना इंटरमीडिएट का फॉर्मेशन हो रहा होगा उतना ही इंटरमीडिएट हमारा डिसअपियर हो रहा होगा. तो इसको आप किस तरीके से रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे, फॉर रिप्रेजेंटिंग सच कंडीशन, स्मॉल चेंज इन द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ द इंटरमीडिएट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम इक्वल टू 0. ओके, तो ये हमारा क्या हो जाएगा, इक्वल टू 0 मीन्स इंटरमीडिएट की कंसंट्रेशन पे कुछ भी चेंजेस नहीं आ रहे हैं. ये कंडीशन कब होती है, व्हेन द रेट ऑफ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द इंटरमीडिएट इज इक्वल टू द रेट ऑफ डिसअपियरेंस ऑफ द इंटरमीडिएट. ओके, तो ये जो हमारा फैक्ट होता है, that is this fact of the constant concentration of an unstable intermediate species is called the steady state principle. तो steady state principle का मतलब क्या हो गया, the unstable intermediate species का जो concentration है, that concentration becomes constant, जिसको हम लोग 0 मान लेते हैं. ओके, यानी कि जब आप देखेंगे रिएक्शन में तो हमें क्या लगेगा कि उसकी कंसंट्रेशन में कोई भी चेंजेस नहीं आ रहे हैं, and when the concentration of the intermediate does not change, then we assume that it becomes 0. Okay, so by using this principle, by using the steady state approximation or a steady state principle, the overall rate equation of a complex reaction is easily determined. किसी भी कॉम्प्लेक्स रिएक्शन में जो हमें ओवरऑल रेट इक्वेशन हम लोग फाइंड आउट करना होता है, दैट इज इजिली calculated or determined by using the steady state approximation. Okay, is that clear to you all? मेरी आवाज आ रही बेटा आप लोगों को? हेलो CSU स्टूडेंट्स, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next we comes to the complex reactions or complicating reactions or composite reactions. Now this complex reaction is a reaction where the several reaction takes place at the same time. Okay. Now for finding out the velocity or the speed of a reaction, it is quite difficult because several reactions are taking place simultaneously. एक साथ बहुत सारे reactions proceed कर रहे होते हैं, है ना? So ऐसे reactions के लिए, complex reactions के लिए उनके speed को find out करना, उनके velocity को find out करना, it is quite difficult. So there are some, and for finding out the rate law for such type of reactions, we use the steady state approximation. So जो भी हमें complex reactions पढ़ने हैं, that are the opposite or reversible reaction, parallel or competing reactions, or the side reactions, then consecutive reactions and chain reactions. Okay, these are some of the complex reactions which we will study. Now first we take the reversible reaction or the opposite reaction. Now reversible reaction means the reaction which proceeds in both the direction. जैसे अभी हमने transition state complex में, approximation में, transition state theory में, we have seen that the reactant is in equilibrium with the intermediate, or the intermediate state is in equilibrium with the reactant. इसका मतलब क्या हो गया कि जो intermediate state है, that can proceed in a backward direction, यानी कि reactant is converted into the intermediate species or activated complex, and that activated complex is again converted into the reactant. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर हमारा क्या है, रिएक्टेंट से प्रोडक्ट का फॉर्मेशन होता है, और प्रोडक्ट जो है अगेन रिएक्टेंट की तरह वर्क करेगा, एंड इट इज अगेन कन्वर्टेड इनटू द ओरिजिनल मॉलिक्यूल, इनटू द ओरिजिनल रिएक्टेंट, दैट इज द अपोजिट रिएक्शन. So opposite reaction is the reaction in which the product of a chemical change reacts together to form the original reactant. Okay, so this reaction never proceed to completion. Opposite reactions जो होती हैं कभी भी complete नहीं होती. Why they never completes? Because जैसे ही reactant जो है product में convert होगा, and when the some amount required amount of the product is formed, then that product again starts converting into the reactant molecule or into the reactant molecule. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से formation of the reactant, formation of the product ये continuously proceed करता रहता है up to a long period of time. So there is a graph for which represents the progress of a reversible reaction. So in this case, there is a percentage of the product formed on the x-axis, and on the y-axis, we have taken the rate of backward reaction and the rate of forward reaction. So when in a curve AB, this curve AB represents the variation of rate of forward reaction. Means forward reaction में क्या होगा, reactant molecule जो होगा, it is converted into the product. और reactant के terms में जब आप rate law देखेंगे तो हमारा क्या हो जाएगा, the rate of reaction decreases, है ना. Forward reaction में क्या होगा, rate of reaction decrease करेगी and concentration of the product also decreases. And in the backward reaction, the rate of reaction increases. So backward reaction में हमारा क्या है, graph CD. CD is representing the variation of the backward reaction, and AB is representing a variation of the forward reaction. So ये जो हमें two curves मिलते हैं, that is curve for the forward reaction and curve for the backward reaction, these curves meet at a particular point, that is point E, and this point E is the equilibrium point. Equilibrium point means when the speed of the forward reaction is equal to the speed of the backward reaction. Okay, and at this particular equilibrium point, the net concentration of the reactant becomes, net concentration of the intermediate becomes 0. Okay, so यहाँ this E is the, तो ये जो हमारा E होता है, this E is the equilibrium point, and equilibrium point, the net velocity of the reaction is 0. मैथमेटिकली हम लोग कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे, स्मॉल चेंज इन द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ विद रिस्पेक्ट टू डी इक्वल टू 0. यहाँ पर हम लोग क्या है, स्टेडी स्टेट कंडीशन लगा रहे हैं. स्टेडी स्टेट कंडीशन का मतलब क्या हो गया, द रिएक्टेंट इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू द प्रोडक्ट एंड प्रोडक्ट इज अगेन कन्वर्टेड इनटू द रिएक्टेंट. सो लेट्स सी द काइनेटिक्स फॉर दिस रिएक्शन. Now, for deriving the kinetics of this reaction, the reaction is proceeding in both direction, and we will take the first order in both direction. So, see the example, that is the reactant A is converted into the product B, and the rate constant for the forward reaction is K1, and rate constant for the backward reaction is K minus 1. Okay. So, this is the rate constant for the backward and the forward reaction. अब हमें क्या derive करना है? We have to derive the rate law. Now, generally, when the reaction starts, when we take the reactant molecule, and when reaction does not start that time is zero time, that is t equal to 0. t equal to 0 हमारा कब होता है? जब कोई भी रिएक्शन जो है स्टार्ट नहीं होती है, प्रोडक्ट का फॉर्मेशन नहीं होता है, तो उस केस में ए की वैल्यू जो होगी वो हमारी क्या हो जाएगी? इनिशियल कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ द ए इज ए एंड द इनिशियल अमाउंट ऑफ बी इज 0. 0 क्यों हो रहा है? बिकॉज यहाँ पर प्रोडक्ट अभी तक फॉर्म नहीं हुआ है, प्रोडक्ट अभी तक नहीं बना है, ठीक है ना. आफ्टर सम टाइम रिएक्शन प्रोसीड कर रही है एंड आफ्टर सम टाइम में आपका 5 मिनट्स भी हो सकता है, 10 मिनट्स भी हो सकता है, 20 मिनट्स भी हो सकता है, इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन यू, जो भी आप टाइम, जिस पर्टिकुलर टाइम पीरियड पे आप मेजर करना चाहते हैं. सो एट टाइम टी the concentration of the reactant is A minus X and the concentration of the product is X. So after some time T, X amount of the product is formed और जितना हमारा प्रोडक्ट का फॉर्मेशन होगा that will be subtracted from the initial amount of the reactant. Okay? तो यहाँ पर हमारा रिएक्टेंट की कंसंट्रेशन A minus X हो जाएगी और प्रोडक्ट की कंसंट्रेशन X हो जाएगी. इतना क्लियर हो रहा है बेटा आप लोगों का? Now next we have to write the rate law. Now rate law is written with respect to the reactant and with respect to the product. So अगर आप reactant के respect में rate law लिखते हैं तो कैसे लिखेंगे? माइनस का साइन आएगा. So small change in the concentration of A with respect to T equal to small change in the concentration of B with respect to T. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर हमारा क्या है? reactant का concentration स्लाइटली चेंज हो रहा है, तो उसका रिएक्टेंट का कंसंट्रेशन चेंज होने का मतलब क्या हो गया कि रिएक्टेंट का अमाउंट जो है वो डिक्रीज हो रहा है, और उसको हम लोग कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं? माइनस साइन से. ओके, एंड जब प्रोडक्ट का कंसंट्रेशन इंक्रीज करेगा तो उसको हम लोग कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे? प्लस साइन से. सो स्मॉल चेंज इन द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ बी इज इक्वल टू K1 कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ ए माइनस K minus 1 कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ बी. ओके, तो यहाँ पर हमारा K1 जो है it is rate constant for the forward reaction, K minus 1 is the rate constant for the backward reaction. अब आप इसको अमाउंट के टर्म्स में लिखेंगे तो कैसे लिखेंगे? K1 A minus X है ना, A की जगह पे हमने क्या लिखा है? A minus X माइनस K minus 1 X. अब यहाँ पर माइनस क्यों लिखा है प्रोडक्ट के लिए? बिकॉज प्रोडक्ट इज ऑल्सो वर्किंग एज अ रिएक्टेंट आफ्टर सम टाइम. ओके, so this is equal to 0. steady state approximation के अकॉर्डिंग it is equal to 0. और अब हमारे पास क्या है? इक्विलिब्रियम स्टेट भी है. नाउ एट इक्विलिब्रियम स्टेट पहले भी हम लोग डिस्कस कर चुके हैं कि जो हमारा नेट रेट ऑफ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द रिएक्टेंट एंड द डिसअपियरेंस ऑफ द रिएक्टेंट जो होगा वो हमारा क्या होगा? सेम रहे. ठीक है, तो इक्विलिब्रियम कंडीशन में फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द इंटरमीडिएट एंड द डिसअपियरेंस ऑफ द इंटरमीडिएट बिकम 0. सो इस केस में हमारा क्या हो जाएगा? माइनस डेल्टा ए अपॉन डेल्टा टी इक्वल टू 0. ओके, नाउ अगर हम लोग इक्विलिब्रियम स्टेट को एक्स ई से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं तो हमारा क्या हो जाएगा? लेट एक्स ई बी द अमाउंट ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट फॉर्म्ड एट द इक्विलिब्रियम, देन एक्स इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय एक्स ई, एक्स इज रिप्लेस्ड बाय द एक्स ई. तो इक्विलिब्रियम कंडीशन में ए इज इक्वल टू बी है ना, रिएक्टेंट इज इक्वल टू प्रोडक्ट. तो हमारा क्या हो जाएगा? K1 A minus XE इक्वल टू K minus 1 XE. ओके, तो ये जो XE है ये क्या रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं? अमाउंट ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट एट इक्विलिब्रियम कंडीशन. तो XE जो है वो बता रहा है कितना प्रोडक्ट बना है इक्विलिब्रियम स्टेट में. तो जितना हमारा प्रोडक्ट बना होगा उससे ही हम लोग इनिशियल कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ द रिएक्टेंट को सब्सट्रैक्ट करेंगे. इतना क्लियर हो रहा है बेटा आप लोगों का? CSC स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So for this, when we rearrange the equation second, then we get K minus 1 equal to K1 A minus XE upon XE. So K minus 1 means rate constant for the backward reaction. Now from equation first and equation second, now equation first हमारी क्या थी? K1 A minus XE minus K minus 1 X. Okay. So this was the equation first. So from equation first and second we get minus delta A upon delta T equal to delta X upon delta T equal to K1 A minus X. अब यहाँ पर K minus 1 की जगह पे हम लोग जो इक्वेशन सेकंड में वैल्यू है वो पुट करेंगे. ठीक है, तो हमारा क्या हो जाएगा? K1 A minus X minus K1 A minus XE upon XE into X. ठीक, ये तो हमारी K minus 1 की वैल्यू थी. इक्वेशन 1 में हमारे पास क्या था? K minus 1 और X था. तो x की वैल्यू यहाँ पे हम लोग पुट कर देंगे. नाउ आफ्टर सिंप्लीफिकेशन, सिंप्लीफाइंग दिस इक्वेशन, हम लोग कैसे लिखेंगे? डेल्टा x अपॉन डेल्टा t इक्वल टू k1 a अपॉन xc माइनस x. दिस इज द इक्वेशन थर्ड. ओके. नाउ अब हमें इक्वेशन थर्ड को इंटीग्रेट करना है बिटवीन अ लिमिट x एट t इक्वल टू 0, x इक्वल टू 0, and at t equal to t, x equal to x. This is the limit, and between these limit we will integrate the equation third, and after integrating the equation third we will get k1 x at upon xc equal to ln xc upon xc minus x. Okay, तो ये हमारा क्या है? ln साइन आप रिप्लेस कर देंगे, देन वी गेट अ log. तो यहाँ पर आप कैसे लिखोगे? k1 a upon xc 2.303 upon t log of xc upon xc minus x. ठीक है. So this is the rate log or rate constant. This is the equation for which the kinetics has been derived for the complex reactions. इतना क्लियर हुआ बेटा आप लोगों का? So अगर हमें equilibrium concentration, amount of concentration of the product at equilibrium state अगर हमें पता है, तो उससे हम लोग फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन की रेट कांस्टेंट को फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. हेलो, इतना क्लियर है बेटा आप लोगों का? सीएससी स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Now next we comes to the examples. That is the hydrolysis of ethyl acetate in aqueous solution. This is the example where the ethyl acetate reacts with the water which is taken in excess, and there is a formation of the acid and the alcohol. Next, conversion of ammonium thiocyanate into the urea. So all these reactions are the examples for the reversible reaction, and the important characteristics of the reversible reaction is that it never completes, it never reaches the end point जहां पर हमारा reactant पूरा कंज्यूम हो जाए. Why? What is the reason behind it? रिवर्सिबल रिएक्शन कभी कंप्लीट क्यों नहीं होती है बेटा? बताइए. Anyone? Now reversible reaction never completes because जैसे ही some amount of product is formed, then that product starts converting into the reactant. Okay, and when the reactant जो है, sufficient amount of reactant is present, then it starts converting into the product. So formation of the reactant and the consumption of the reactant जो है, this procedure goes on for a long period of time. Okay. Now after the reversible reaction, next we comes to the parallel or competing or the side reactions. Now, as the name suggests, parallel reactions means it is the reaction in which the substance reacts in more than one way. यानी कि one of the reactant is converted into many products. Okay, एक reaction के साथ side reactions भी proceed करती हैं. And this type of reactions gives more than one independent product. तो parallel reactions means एक reaction, एक main reaction है, उस main reactions के साथ side reactions हैं. तो obvious सी बात है, जितनी reactions proceed करेंगे उतने ही product का formation होगा. Okay. For example, there is a reactant A, and this reactant A is converted into the product B and product C. Okay, ये हमारी क्या है? Parallel reaction, side by side reaction proceed होती है. Okay, and here we have the two rate constant also for each reaction. जितनी reactions proceed होंगी, 2 reactions, 2 parallel reactions, 3 parallel reactions, or 4 parallel reactions, for each and every parallel reactions there is a rate constant. Okay. So in a parallel reaction, in a side reaction, there is a major portion of the reactant which is converted into the product. So there is a major portion of the reaction which is converted into the product. That reaction is known as the main reaction. जे ऐसी reactions जहां पर maximum amount of product का formation होता है, that reaction is the main reactions. And along with the main reactions, there is a side reactions also, where the minor amount of the product is formed. Okay. Is that clear? So let's take the kinetics of the side reaction. And in the side reaction, we have an example. Let's take an example, that is A is converted into product B and product C. And K1 is the rate constant for the formation of B from A, and K2 is the rate constant for the formation of C from A. Okay. So let's take again here the initial concentration of A is A at T equal to 0, when the reaction has not been started. Then when the time is 0, then the amount of A is taken is A. And after some time, that amount decreases and it becomes A minus X. Okay? So the amount A minus X is left unreacted after time T. So here we have the जो हम लोग law लिखेंगे, that is for the rate of formation of the B and the rate of formation of C, because यहाँ पर two products are formed. Okay, so there is a rate of formation of B from A equal to K1 A minus X. Okay, this is for the B, and rate of formation of C from A equal to K2 A minus X, because दोनों हमारे product. Now overall reactions आप कैसे लिखेंगे? The overall reaction is equal to K1 A minus X plus K2 A minus X. अब यहाँ पर देखिए, पहले वाले रिएक्शंस में जब हमने लिखा था तो वहां पर माइनस के माइनस यूज किया था. वाई? उस केस में माइनस साइन हमने इसलिए यूज किया था इन द अपोजिट और द रिवर्सिबल रिएक्शन, because the product is again using or consumed as a reactant, again used in the form of reactant. But यहाँ पर हमने प्लस साइन यूज किया है, that is K1 A minus X plus K2 A minus X, because in this case both are the product. यहाँ पर कोई भी हमारा प्रोडक्ट जो है रिएक्टेंट की तरह वर्क नहीं कर रहा है. इतना क्लियर है आप लोगों का बेटा? So after simplifying this reaction, हम लोग इसको कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे? ओवरऑल रिएक्शन कैसे लिखेंगे? K1 plus K2 equal to A minus X. ठीक है? And complete rate law, how we will write the complete rate law, that is delta X upon delta T equal to K1 plus K2 A minus X. This is the equation third. Now we will integrate the equation third again between the integration conditions, that is T equal to 0 to X equal to 0 and T equal to T to X equal to T. Okay, this is the condition. And finally we get K1 plus K2 equal to 1 upon T ln A upon A minus X. This is the value which is obtained after the integration. So K is equal to 1 upon T ln A upon A minus X. Now this K is obtained from K1 plus K2. So K equal to K1 plus K2. For the simplification of the reactions, हम लोग इसको K1 plus K2 को किससे represent करेंगे? K से. Okay. So the value of the K is obtained by computing the concentration changes of A with time. तो A की concentration में जो भी changes आ रहे हैं, that change in the concentration of A is studied, and after that the value of the rate constant is calculated for the parallel reactions or for the side reaction. Okay, so from equation first and third, the rate of formation of B is upon rate of ratio हम लोग निकालेंगे. The rate of formation of B upon rate of formation of C is equal to K1 A minus X upon K2 A minus X. So A minus X will be cancelled out. This will equal to K1 upon K2, that is equal to Z. So amount of B at time T upon amount of B C at time T. Okay. So this amount is estimated at the end of the reaction, which gives the value of Z. Okay. तो ये जो experimentally जो value है, this K value is experimentally measured, and the value of K1 and K2 can be composed. Okay. So this reaction is shown in the form of a graph. Let's see the graph. That is, the graph is plotted between the concentration versus time. And here the concentration of the A is regularly decreasing. Why? Because A is acting as a reactant. A is a reactant. And as the time passes, the concentration of the B is gradually increasing along with the increase in the concentration of the C. Okay. तो यहाँ पर B और C जो हैं, they are working as they are the product, and बी जो है उसका कंसंट्रेशन ज्यादा होगा बिकॉज बी इज द मेन प्रोडक्ट, एंड सी का कंसंट्रेशन कम होगा बिकॉज सी इज द माइनर प्रोडक्ट। ठीक है, तो जो भी हमारा मेजर प्रोडक्ट होता है उसका कंसंट्रेशन लार्ज अमाउंट होता है, ज्यादा होता है, एंड जो हमारा माइनर प्रोडक्ट होता है उसका कंसंट्रेशन जो होता है वो लेस होता है। इतना क्लियर है बेटा आप लोगों का? So for each parallel or the side reactions, there is a one main reaction, and along with the main reaction there is a side reactions also. ठीक है, तो main reaction means where the major amount of the product is formed, and side reactions or parallel reaction means where the minor amount of the product is formed. Now let's take the example for the parallel reactions. Now nitrogen of, hello,
यस मैम, इसमें बी और सी की कंसंट्रेशन कैसे निकलेगी?
किसकी?
बी और सी की जो प्रोडक्ट फॉर्म हो रहा है,
that is calculated with the help of other method. ठीक है, जो भी प्रोडक्ट का फॉर्मेशन हो रहा है उसकी कंसंट्रेशन के लिए फिर हम लोग फर्दर प्रोसीडिंग करते हैं, एक्सपेरिमेंट सेटअप लगाते हैं. ओके, different methods are there to find out the concentration of B and C.
ओके मैम.
Now examples. Now first is the example of the nitration of the phenol. Now in the nitration of the phenol, the para-nitrophenol and ortho-nitrophenol is formed. Okay, now in this case the ortho-nitrophenol is the major product and para-nitrophenol is the minor product. तो यहाँ देखिए कंसंट्रेशन फाइंड आउट करने के लिए जो हमारा अमाउंट ज्यादा बनता है ना, जब आप रिएक्शन प्रोसीड कराते हो इन साइड रिएक्शन, द रिएक्टेंट व्हिच इज फॉर्म्ड इन अ लार्ज अमाउंट दैट इज कंसीडर्ड एज अ मेन रिएक्शन. तो यहाँ पर in the nitration of the phenol, the orthonitrophenol is formed in a large amount, and this reaction is a main reaction. And along with this orthonitrophenol, some amount of para-nitrophenol is also formed, and this reaction is a side reaction. Okay. So in another example, there is a combination of benzene with chlorine. That is the chlorination of the benzene. Reaction of the benzene with the chlorine, and there is a formation of chlorobenzene. It is a main reaction, and along with this main reactions, there is a formation of benzene hexachloride. Okay, so all these two reactions, जितने भी हमारे parallel reactions होते हैं, side reactions होते हैं, in all the parallel and the side reactions there is a main reaction, and along with the main reaction there is a side reaction. इतना clear है बेटा आप लोगों का? So for finding out the concentration or the amount, we have different analytical techniques, okay, to find out the quantity of the product which is formed in a reaction. Now next type of the complex reaction is the consecutive reaction. That is reaction proceeding in multiple steps. And in a consecutive reactions, जो भी हमारा reactant होगा, जो भी हमारा product का formation होगा from the reactant, that product will work as an intermediate for another reaction. ठीक है? So these consecutive reactions are the reactions in which proceeds from the reaction to the final products through one or more intermediate stages, and all these overall reaction is the result of several consecutive reactions or several consecutive steps. ठीक है? So ऐसे reactions के लिए जो हमारा first step का जो product होगा, that will work as a reactant for the another step. ठीक है? And for the yield of the final product. So let's see an example. The A is converted into B, B is converted into C, and C is further converted into final product. ठीक है? तो यहाँ पर जो हमारा B है, this B is the product for the reaction, first reaction. That is B is formed from the reactant A. Okay, and here the rate constant is K1. And B is again working as a reactant for second reaction where the formation of C takes place. Okay? So in the consecutive reaction, this B and C are the intermediates which are working as a reactant and as a product for the different reactions. Okay, so in this जो भी हमारे intermediate species हैं, according to the steady state approximation, we have seen that the intermediate, in some reactions there is a formation of the intermediates, and in some other reactions there is the disappearance or the consumption of the intermediate. ठीक है, तो यही हमारा consecutive reactions में हो रहा है. That is B जो है, it is the intermediate. So in first reaction, that is for the formation of B, when the A is converted into the B is working as a product and the concentration of B is increasing. This is the first case. Now for the formation of C, the B is working as a reactant and the concentration of B is decreasing. ठीक है, तो जहां पर B जो है reactant की तरह वर्क करेगा, उस केस में उसका concentration डिक्रीज करेगा, एंड जिस रिएक्शन में B जो है प्रोडक्ट की तरह वर्क करेगा, उस केस में उसका concentration इंक्रीज करेगा. ओके, so these reactions are the consecutive reactions which also proceed until unless the final product is not formed. Okay. So in this consecutive reactions, the speed of the reaction is different for each step, and जो भी slowest step होगा, that slowest step determines the overall rate of the reaction. So जो slowest step होता है, that is the RDS step होता है. RDS means rate determining step. ठीक है, तो किसी भी reaction की rate को अगर हमें determine करनी है, so in that case the rate of the reaction is determined among the slowest step of the reaction. इतना clear है आप लोगों का बेटा? So let's see the example of the consecutive reactions. That is the pyrolysis of the acetone. And in the pyrolysis of the acetone, there is a formation of, in the first step, there is a formation of methane and the ketene. And this methane and the ketene जो है, it is working as a product for the first step, and they are working as a reactant for the second step, where the formation of the ethene and the carbon monoxide takes place. ठीक है, तो ये जो हमारा intermediate है, that is the methane and the ketene molecules. In one step, the concentration of the intermediate is increasing, and in another step, the concentration of the intermediate is decreasing. इतना clear है बेटा आप लोगों का? हेलो, मेरी आवाज आ रही है बेटा?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
CSE students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, clear है? So there are the different examples. ये examples आप लोग देखिएगा, and अगर कोई example समझ में नहीं आता है, तो आप लोग मुझसे पूछ लीजिए. Okay. Now at the last we have the chain reaction. Now as the name shows, that is the chain reaction is a process in which the product of a reaction proceeds for a long period of time, and the product of a reaction assists in promoting the process itself. ठीक है, तो ये हमारे itself regularly promote होते रहते हैं. जो product होते हैं, that product promotes the reaction and they promote the formation of the final product, and these reaction proceed for a long period of time unless the termination of the reaction takes place. Termination of the reaction means एक ऐसा step आएगा in a chain reaction where the reacting species are formed and the reaction stops. Okay, और ये हमारी reaction कब stop होती है? जब concentration, reactant का concentration finish हो जाता है और it becomes zero. So in the chain reaction, the intermediates which helps in propagating the chain reactions are called the chain carriers. Okay, so chain reactions में there are chain carriers which initiates the reaction, which starts the reactions, and these chain carriers can be radical, it can be ions, it can be molecules, it can be free radicals, it can be neutrons, anything which work as an intermediate, which work as a chain carrier. Okay, So these chain reactions are generally characterized by induction period, which slows the rate of reactions, followed by the chain promoting products, which ultimately accelerates the reactions. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर हमारे पास इंडक्शन पीरियड होता है जहां पर रिएक्शन रेट स्लो हो जाती है, जहां पर अगर हमारे पास रिएक्टेंट अवेलेबल नहीं है तो रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन कम हो जाएगी, या रिएक्टेंट की कंसंट्रेशन कम होगी तो रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन कम हो जाएगी. एंड देयर इज अ चेन प्रमोटिंग प्रोडक्ट्स which promotes the reaction and increases the rate of reactions. ठीक है, so the chain reactions has the different steps. That is, the total chain reaction is divided into many steps. Important steps are chain initiation step, chain propagation step, chain reduction step, and chain termination step. ठीक है, so here we will study one by one. Let's take the example of HCl, formation of the HCl. Now this formation of the HCl takes place in presence of light, and it is a photochemical reactions where the light proceed where when the light falls on the reactant molecules, that is on the chlorine molecule and the hydrogen molecule, then the reaction starts. Okay, so there is a first step, that is the chain initiation step, and in the chain initiation step the chain carriers are formed. Okay, so for the formation of the chain carrier, the chlorine molecule is converted into the chlorine free radical or the chlorine atom, and this chlorine free radical or the chlorine atom is the chain carrier. So here when the light falls on the chlorine molecule, then that molecule is converted into the free radical. Okay, तो ये जो हमारे free radicals हैं, these free radicals of chlorine is working as a chain carrier. They absorb the energy and the molecule become activated. Okay, and इनका जो energy level होता है, that energy level increases. Now second step is the propagation step, and in the propagation step the chain carriers reacts with the another reactant molecule, transfer its energy to the reactant molecule, and there is a formation of the product along with the new chain carrier. ठीक है, जैसे first step में in the chain initiation step the chlorine molecule is converted into the chlorine free radical. Now in the chain propagation step, this chlorine free radical reacts with the hydrogen molecule, and this hydrogen molecule reacts with the chlorine free radical. There is a formation of the HCl and another free radical, that is hydrogen free radical. ठीक है, तो ये हमारा क्या है, propagation step है, reaction proceed कर रही है. There is a chain transfer step also. chain transfer step का मतलब होता है कि एक chain carrier जो है वो अपने इनिशिएशन स्टेप को दूसरे चेन कैरियर में ट्रांसफर कर रहा है. जैसे यहाँ पर हमारा क्या है, प्रोपोगेशन स्टेप में क्लोरीन फ्री रेडिकल जो है वो हमारा हाइड्रोजन मॉलिक्यूल के साथ रिएक्ट करेगा. वन क्लोरीन फ्री रेडिकल इज प्रेजेंट, इट रिएक्ट्स विद द HCl H2 एंड देयर इज अ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ HCl, और यहाँ पर एक हाइड्रोजन फ्री रेडिकल बनेगा. तो यहाँ पर हमारा क्या है, चेन कैरियर जो है वो किसको ट्रांसफर कर रहा है, अपना इनिशिएशन स्टेप किसको ट्रांसफर कर रहा है, प्रोपगेशन स्टेप किसको ट्रांसफर कर रहा है, हाइड्रोजन को. तो सेकेंड स्टेप में हाइड्रोजन इज वर्किंग एज अ चेन कैरियर एंड हाइड्रोजन फ्री रेडिकल इज प्रोपगेटिंग द चेन को स्टार्ट करेगा, प्रोपगेट करेगा. ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट स्टेप में क्लोरीन फ्री रेडिकल वाज द चेन कैरियर. इन द सेकेंड स्टेप हाइड्रोजन फ्री रेडिकल इज द चेन कैरियर and hydrogen free radical reacts with the chlorine molecule, and there is a formation of the HCl and the bromine. HCl and the chlorine. ओके, यहाँ पर गलत लिखा है इसको बुक में, यहाँ पर क्लोरीन मॉलिक्यूल, क्लोरीन एटम आएगा, क्लोरीन फ्री रेडिकल. सो दिस इज द सेकेंड स्टेप. नेक्स्ट वी कम्स टू द रिटार्डेशन स्टेप. नाउ इन द रिटार्डेशन स्टेप कभी कभी क्या होता है, ड्यूरिंग द रिएक्शन the molecule, original product molecule reacts with the chain carrier, and there is a formation of the original reactant molecule. And in a reaction, when there is a formation of the original reactant molecule, then that step is a retarding step. Retarding step means क्या होगा, rate of reaction को slow करना, retard करना. ठीक है, तो chain carrier attacks the product molecule and reducing the net rate of reaction. यहाँ पर हमारा क्या है, जैसे H है, हाइड्रोजन फ्री रेडिकल है. दिस हाइड्रोजन फ्री रेडिकल रिएक्ट्स विद द HCl. ये हाइड्रोजन फ्री रेडिकल इज अ चेन कैरियर. इट रिएक्ट्स विद द प्रोडक्ट and during this reaction there is a formation of the reactant molecule, and along with the formation of the reactant molecule there is a formation of another chain carrier, that is the chlorine. तो यहाँ पर जब प्रोडक्ट जो है रिएक्टेंट ओरिजिनल रिएक्टेंट मॉलिक्यूल में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है तो उस केस में क्या हो जाएगा, ओवरऑल रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन जो होगी वो स्लो हो जाएगी, इसलिए इस स्टेप को रिटार्डेशन स्टेप कहा जाता है. इज दैट क्लियर? नाउ आफ्टर दिस नेक्स्ट वी हैव द टर्मिनेशन स्टेप. नाउ टर्मिनेशन स्टेप का मतलब क्या है कि चेन रिएक्शन को टर्मिनेट करना, चेन रिएक्शन को स्टॉप करना है. सो दिस टर्मिनेशन स्टेप is the step in which the chain carriers, they reacts with themselves, they combines with themselves, and they forms the original product, original reactant molecule, which was present at the starting of the reaction, and they end the chain. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर हमारा स्टार्टिंग में क्या था, क्लोरीन मॉलिक्यूल. इन द फर्स्ट स्टेप, इनिशिएशन स्टेप में क्लोरीन मॉलिक्यूल was reacted with the photons or the light. Chlorine molecules was reacted with the light and there was formation of chlorine free radicals. तो यहाँ पर termination step में क्या हो गया, chlorine 2 chlorine free radicals combines and they forms the original chlorine molecule. ठीक है, तो जब हमारे चेन कैरियर जो है आपस में एक साथ रिएक्ट करेंगे, एक दूसरे के साथ रिएक्ट करेंगे, then there is a formation of the chlorine, there is a formation of the chlorine molecule or the original reactant molecule. इतना क्लियर है बेटा आप लोगों का?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So next, finally, we have the important features of the chain reactions. Now, in this important features, generally, each and every chain reaction involves a initial slow step. And ये जो हमारा slow step होता है, this slow step is generating the active intermediate species, which starts fast propagating step, which starts the propagation of the reaction. Now, second in all, there is a non-chain reactions where the rate of the reaction is highest at the beginning. Starting में non-chain reactions की rate of reaction सबसे ज़्यादा होती है, and as the reaction proceeds, as the time proceeds, the rate of reaction falls with time. Okay. Now, next important feature of the chain reaction is that chain reactions are generally influenced by the pressure or the concentration of the reactant. Pressure अगर ज़्यादा होगा तभी reaction faster होगी, because pressure ज़्यादा होने का मतलब क्या होगा, reactant molecules are closer to each other and the rate of reaction is fast. Concentration अगर ज़्यादा है reactant का, means reactant more number of reactant molecules are there, then they collide easily and the reaction becomes fast. Okay. So all these are the different features of the chain reactions, and all these are the complex reactions. Now, in the next class, we will discuss about the H2Br2, that is the formation of hydrogen bromide. Okay. H2Br2 reactions means the reaction between the hydrogen molecule and the bromine molecule for the formation of the hydrogen bromide, and we will study the kinetics of the formation of the hydrogen bromide. Okay, इतना क्लियर है बेटा? आज जो मैंने आप लोगों को पढ़ाया है उसको आप लोग पढ़ लीजिएगा, पीडीएफ मैंने आप लोगों को सेंड कर दिया है, एंड उसमें अगर कोई चीज नहीं समझ में आती है तो आप लोग पूछ लिया करिए, क्योंकि हमने देखा है आप लोग पूछते नहीं है. न्यूमेरिकल्स की पीडीएफ जो मैंने आप लोगों को सेंड किया था उसको आप लोगों ने देखा?